Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen. Today we have a reading for you that, well, it suits a song that I heard earlier today, but we'll get back to that. We've got somebody who is wondering if the memories they have with you are all the memories they're going to make, hence the title, Will I See You Again? They feel like there was supposed to be more, but because there wasn't, I do feel like this person tries to dream of you or does daydream about something with you. But I also feel like we have somebody that feels like there's a spell that prevents the two of you from getting together. Now, this might be like they really feel like somebody tried to keep the two of you from being together, but this could also be a sense that there's something that has prevented them from wanting to be in a committed relationship or putting themselves in a vulnerable situation with somebody that they really do want long term with. And that could be the spell that gets broken, but it aligns pretty closely with the lyrics in the song If I Get High by Nothing But Thieves. I actually brought up the lyrics, so I'm going to read them real quick for you guys. I'll meet you at the divide to break the spell, a point where two worlds collide. Yeah, we'll rebel. And we run 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 until we break through. If I get high enough, if I get high enough, will I see you again? So there's more. I feel like the main idea, though, is somebody has been trying to escape the reality of what is required in order for there to be a second chapter or a third or a fourth, whatever it might be. They realize that with the King of Swords, it requires some truth that is, I think, what actually breaks whatever spell it really is, right? Get somebody to pursue what they actually want. But for me, the key is really the words breakthrough. I think we have somebody that is on the verge of empowering themselves to realize what they have in terms of the ability to control their own actions and pursue what they want instead of living in a little bit of like a daydream. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Jess. How are you? The best. Hello, Pharaoh. How are you? I hope you're both doing well. Let's see. What do we want to start with? I'm feeling pulled to the beginner's tarot, so we'll start there. All right. Let's see what we have. We have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. Okay. So this feels to me like the two energies in this likely a no contact situation. We've got the Knight of Cups, Six of Wands as the person who feels like they could break the spell or that they could break through. I do feel like there's a desire to kind of like leave something behind and just have this Queen of Swords energy. Keep in mind, the Queen of Swords is the divine counterpart to the King of Swords. So there would be something that this person feels like you have in common in terms of how you view the world or maybe how you want to live your life. But the communication is paramount to this. And I think the Knight of Cups, King of Swords is aware that if they approach the the Queen of Swords, they have to address whatever this heartbreak is first, right? And the lyrics say, if we meet at the divide, which to me implies you have perhaps come from two different worlds or there has been something that divided you, right? Could be both. We have Hanged Man in the reverse and the Knight of Cups. The King of Swords knows that they have failed to give of themselves in a way that matched the Queen of Swords. Again, don't get hung up on those genders. You'll know what energy fits yours or maybe doesn't fit your situation. I do have like 5,000 readings, you guys, so you can find something. I do feel like this Nine of Cups is somebody acknowledging that what they really want is something that they walked away from. But if they have trust in the universe, they could potentially break through, right? Have what they want. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, right? Happiness. I forgot how to shuffle. Hold on. What's up, Holy Yoga? How are you? Oh, not at all. I've only pulled like 6 cards. Well, 7. We have the Two of Pentacles and Justice. Just in time for Libra season, right? Ten of Wands. So we have somebody that has figured something out. We have somebody that understands they have a responsibility in the situation, but they've also been able to gain some kind of clarity here that enables them to take accountability or approach the situation in the right way. It's because they have this clarity that they have confidence. Have you ever tried to apologize without really understanding why somebody was upset with you? When you have a conversation, you realize that what you were about to apologize for was what you thought went wrong. But when you really listen to the person, you understand there was something else that really got under their skin. And that enables you to understand a different perspective, appreciate, what makes you different from your friend or the person you're with. And that gives you the opportunity then to not just apologize for the correct thing, but also see what you can do to, adjust the behavior, right? Now we have to be careful with that because sometimes people will use those situations to try to manipulate your behavior in a way that's unhealthy. But I think if there's a true acknowledgement here of, I thought you were mad about something else, or I thought you were going to react differently. I didn't really understand your perspective. But once I decided to approach you with a desire to understand instead of a focus on defense, that's where things clicked. That's where I understood that this is about how can I be there in a way that is respectful of what you need, as opposed to how can I justify my behavior, right? So I think we have a lot of wisdom here, and whoever resonates with the King of Swords, that's why you've come out as the King of Swords. You are quite wise, and you should give yourself credit for that. But you understand now the situation that previously maybe was a little bit mercurial or mysterious for you. Yeah, I do feel like you had taken action based on a preconception that proved to be false. And now that you understand the person that you're dealing with, now that you feel like you understand better why this person was hurt, you have an appreciation for what really needs to happen in order to resolve it. And it also, I think, enables somebody to free themselves from feeling like it's insurmountable, right? If I think that you're mad at me because my name's Carmen, there's really not much I can do for you there. That's my name. But if I realize that what you really are mad about is that I mispronounced your name, then I can just change that and say your name appropriately. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this person misunderstood the situation, felt like it was not going to be resolved. But after thinking about it or really listening and giving it time, they realized they had understood it incorrectly and that this is something that they could potentially handle. this is something that to them is like worth trying to work out, right? All right. Let's go with the situations deck. Hello, Susanna. How are you doing? You're welcome. Hello, dude. How's it going? I'm doing pretty well, thank you. Hello, Paul. How are you? Oh, that's allowed. Hello, Ancestral Guidance. How are we doing today? Okay, so we have somebody that felt, they felt trapped. There's nothing I can do. There's no way I can change this. My name's Carmen. That's just how it is. Bad example, but you get it, right? So we have somebody within the next couple of days. It could be for some of you more like the next couple of weeks, but I do feel like this time is a very transformative time. A lot of people are starting to see things clearly that they had previously misunderstood. There's an awareness that you either address a situation or you accept it as a loss, right? So I think there's an understanding that we have to make a decision for this King of Swords energy. So I see this like negotiator card, which is clarifying the frustrated, trapped, closed in lockbox card. I feel like this is somebody who, it's almost like, you're backed into a corner. You don't feel like you have any options. So you're more likely to like lash out, right? Like give me some space. I feel like somebody maybe reacted out of anger when they didn't really, like the cage was manufactured in their mind. I don't think this Queen of Swords was trying to trap this person. I think this person just felt trapped. So they may have expected something of the Queen of Swords that didn't actually align with what they were wanting or saying. This could be expecting patterns from people because you've seen those in other relationships, but not really understanding that this Queen of Swords is a different type, right? So then we have this ascension. I believe right now we have a lot of people going through an ascension. So when we have this projected card being clarified by the ascension, we have somebody that is less like learning this lesson right now. And it's kind of funny because I was a little hesitant to share the song reference because I don't want people to think that the only way you can make a change in your life is if you have, liquid courage, I want you to appreciate your strength and your courage and your confidence in your purest form. I want you to appreciate that you don't need to rely on anything in order to be bold and go for what it is that you want. Let me tell you, it's liberating. Let's just compare it to riding a bicycle and, doing the Leo DiCaprio thing. Look, ma, no hands. Sometimes that's what life calls for, okay? You got to be able to trust yourself. You got to be able to trust that the wind isn't going to knock you over, or if it does, it's just going to be a little scratchy poo on your knee. You'll be fine, right? If you're just going to live life in a safe, slow lane, you're not really living life, my friend. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to like drive without a seatbelt or, drive drunk. That is not at all what I'm encouraging. And that's why I hesitated, because I don't want people making rash decisions or putting, them or themselves or other people at risk because they feel like I'm saying you should make decisions while you're drunk or high. What I'm trying to say is, I think we've got somebody that realizes maybe if I get high enough is actually about ascension. Maybe it's about high vibrations. Maybe it's about rising after a difficult time, right? Like a phoenix. Maybe it's about a different perspective, right? So we have somebody that sees that they could continue with the daily grind, the trying to make things work the way that they are, maybe even a sense of escapism, trying to pretend things are that are not, right? You can't live your life in a daydream. I encourage you to envision the things that you want to see happen, but then I also want you to take action to get the things that it is that you want, right? We can't be living in a virtual reality or a dream, because I want you to actually live your dream, right? Hi, Zhao. How are you doing? I'm pretty good, thank you. Just trying to encourage all of you to, chase your dreams and stuff. Okay, so we had somebody that was stuck in a relationship. They are freeing themselves from this in the next couple days if they haven't already. For some of you, this could be today. But we have somebody that did not feel like they were able to offer anything. That's why they felt backed into a corner. They felt like a connection like this would make them feel like they couldn't free themselves, or like they couldn't release their hands from the handlebar, right? And I get it. A lot of people look at love or relationships as the ending of your independence. And I think if you're only reviewing relationships where people are interacting with each other from a place of insecurity or fear or codependency, that makes total sense, right? That's all you've seen. But if, like me, you've seen how there are healthy relationships out there where people are still an individual while also being a part of a partnership, and that they encourage each other to do things on their own, or also, pursue dreams that are important to them without it being perceived as a threat to their little world or their partnership, then that kind of thinking is something that I think you can retire, right? I guess you have to daydream about it before you can envision it actually being a real thing. But we had somebody that I think had some kind of limiting views in terms of relationships that had to learn to redefine those. And I think they have, because of their ability to connect with somebody in a dream state, or to connect with somebody via songs, right? This has songs written at the bottom of the card. So music may play a really important part in terms of somebody accepting that there is perhaps a type of relationship that doesn't require, that sense of feeling trapped, or, oh, well, this isn't really what I want for the long term, right? It holds me back from my dreams. No, you can achieve what you want because you are supported by somebody, right? In a way that allows you to chase your dreams. Okay. And just to clarify, I'm not really talking about financially. Maybe that's part of it, but I think I'm specifically referring to emotional support, right? If someone doesn't support you in reasonable efforts to chase your dreams, then do they really love you? Do they? I've seen far too many people stop chasing their dreams, not because it's, financially a drain or it's a waste of their time, but because somebody in their life feels threatened by that dream. And I don't like that, because we all have to have something that makes us feel alive, right? Not a person, but a thing, an activity, a hobby, a pursuit, a calling. Hello, Mannix. How are you doing? Hello, Cassandra. How are you? I'm happy you caught us too. I say us because I consider the live chat to be a pretty, it's a cornerstone of the experience. Oh, you should definitely do that. So we've got loyalty with the dog coming out, which is number 18. This is the Fairy Lenormand, by the way. So there's an attempt here to reach out or to connect I'm hearing again, I'll meet you at the divide. I feel like this is somebody who's saying, if you don't want to meet me halfway, then I'll come to you. Like I'm going to make the effort that's required. We did have a road, a highway, a road. I do feel like there's somebody who's willing to go the distance, if you will, needed in order to see somebody again. We have the stars, which is number 16. And number 8, the coffin. I mean, this to me feels like I don't want to daydream anymore. I don't want to just see you in my dreams. I don't want to just think about you when I listen to the music that we both listen to together. Whatever this is, it's like I don't want it to just be that, you know? I guess you could say it as like I don't want it to be over, because at the beginning we had the 4 of Pentacles. To me, that was like, is this all I have? Is this all I get of you? So if it was, it's kind of like that Ethan Hawke, I think it was a trilogy, Before Sunset, Before Sunrise, After Sunset. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. I have my problems with some of that. I do not encourage pursuing someone or entertaining somebody who is in a relationship. Just like flat out, not a good way to build a strong foundation. Like, are you going to set up a tent over like a puddle or mud? No. You would look for sturdy land that could support a sleeping human being, right? Anyways, that trilogy of movies was like, you know, a lot of thinking about somebody over a long period of time, right? Do you want to actually have bedrock? Good one. I mean, I'm sure that's what it actually means, right? Do you want to have an actual experience over time, or do you just want to have the memories? And I feel like we have somebody that's saying, enough of the memories. I like the memories, but I want to see someone in person. I do feel like the number 8 is important. All right, let's see what else we get for you. This is the gold foil tarot. Three of Wands, 7 of Wands, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this to me says, if not now, when? 3 of Wands is taking action. It can be travel. 7 of Wands is defending your claim or taking action, it being the right time. And with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, it's like, because I don't know if I'm going to get another chance. The last boat leaves in 5 minutes. I'm either on it or I don't get to go. You know, them's the rules. Lots of fire energy. So we could be dealing with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But then again, that's also what you need if you're going to be taking action, right? Knight of Cups, this is like daydreaming, right? This is, oh, you know, I like to think about what could happen, or, you know, I might write poems about you. People might notice that I'm lovesick, but like I haven't necessarily gone anywhere, right? This horse is just kind of thinking about moving, right? Not fire energy. This is somebody who's like, oh, you think you can take that from me? I'm gonna fight for that. Queen of Wands in the reverse, Star in the reverse. So we had somebody that waited too long or took their sweet time because they were lacking confidence, again, in whether or not they could actually repair what had been broken or what had those issues, right? What was the reason that we actually stopped talking? And do I have a good understanding of that, or have I assumed it's something different? Uh, Again, you have to have a clear understanding of what you're going to apologize for if you're going to apologize in a meaningful way, right? Sometimes that requires a conversation. So with the Four of Cups in the reverse, we have somebody asking themselves, have I assumed that somebody would reject me before I actually talk to them? Maybe it wouldn't go the way that I assume. Maybe it isn't what I think it is. Maybe I should ask some questions. Four Cups in the reverse can be a curiosity card. Maybe I should just ask, hey, why are you mad? Why aren't you talking to me? How are you, Illuminati? We've got Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. A decision to no longer wait, right? This was waiting because I don't have the confidence. Three of Wands is action. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm not waiting anymore. I can't wait. I know I have to make a decision, lovers, and my decision is to defend something. Because if I don't, then I will lose the person that I think is loyal to me or that I consider to be trustworthy, because that person will have determined that I do not return the same energy. If this person feels like they have been gifted hope or inspiration or a desire to change their life for the better because of this Queen of Swords and how they move in their life, then they feel like they owe this Queen of Swords something and that they failed to be there for them, you know? Or that they failed to at least be honest about what was going on. I really feel like there's a desire to show loyalty to somebody that showed loyalty to them. Two of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Cups. So the Queen of Swords came out in the upright, and I feel like that's actually your true energy, whoever I'm reading. But you have been incorrectly perceived as perhaps a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, somebody who would not be loyal over time. But I think more recently, a Queen of Swords in the reverse, somebody who would be maybe not even respond, somebody who would be angry, somebody who would want to make the person apologizing feel extra bad about what they've done. Have you gone through that? Have you been like genuine, you know, I'm going to change my behavior. I really want to express that I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. How can we make this right? And then somebody just like lays into you and like really wants to like make sure you feel bad about the situation. And then you're like, what are we doing here? What's the goal? Because when I apologize, what I'm trying to do is to show that I think it's important to show respect and care towards those that I love or consider a close friend. And it's an opportunity for me to understand how to interact with you in a way that shows that respect, change my behavior for the better, right? But it's not an opportunity for us to, make things worse, especially if somebody has that genuine intent. So if I'm apologizing in a genuine way and your reaction is to try to really, really make me feel bad about the situation, then I'm going to start to think that your interest in the matter is more so about getting me back, more so about making me hurt because you feel hurt, and less so about how can we resolve the situation. And that makes me start to wonder if you're coming from a place of love and seeking resolution, or more so fear and wanting me to have fear because you feel fear. You see what I'm saying? If you feel like there's a risk that the relationship is going to end or you're going to lose me, so you want to make me feel like you're going to also walk away, and therefore I should be fearful. You have sent so many messages that I don't even know that you've sent. You have already signaled to me that you don't take it seriously, or that you don't want to understand the purpose of an apology and accountability. Are you looking for a resolution, or are you looking to get even? Because I don't like people that are just here to get even. That's not how you show love, right? Aw, I like that. All right, so we've got somebody that has to basically check in with themselves. What is it that I want here? Do I want to win? Do I want to get what I want? Do I want to learn from somebody? Am I being honest with myself about whether or not they are a Queen of Swords in the reverse, or if I am being a Queen of Swords in the reverse? Which, by the way, is somebody who's not communicative in a healthy way, right? This would be somebody who would want to make you feel bad for apologizing, or this is somebody who uses their words to hurt you. If you're apologizing to me, I might be quiet. I might be really trying to figure out whether or not you mean it, whether or not you're going to change the behavior. Because if you say the same thing, but there's no changed behavior, then I really have to look for it, right? But I'm not going to sit here and take your apology as an opportunity to insult you. I'm not going to take that as an opportunity to pour salt on the wound, because I want a resolution, right? All right. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot because it's September. You know? Hi, Tiana. How are you? Yep, exactly. All right. What else do we have? Knight of Wands in the reverse. 5 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. I like this. It's a response to our Ace of Wands in the reverse. I expected you not to be loyal, and you were. Or I expect you to, walk away from me, but something, maybe in a song, tells me to just try. I feel like I may never see you again. I feel like you might be really angry at me, but I'm going to give it a shot anyways. I'm going to try, right? Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Soul Origin. How are we doing today? So it takes a little bit of a backbone, right? You gotta be, strong to go for things like that, where you think, this might not go the way I want it to. My apology might be rejected. But if I show up as the Queen of Pentacles, if I show up as somebody who is reliable, consistent, and loyal, interested in the long term, right? To me, this Queen of Pentacles is all about that. I want a resolution. I don't know if you're going to accept my apology, but I'm going to show you what my motivations are. Because I think they've hidden them heretofore. I don't know why I said that. I just wanted to, okay, you guys. I don't know if you're fancy. Maybe you like to read or write poetry. But until this point, we've had somebody who has hidden their true feelings or not been able to be fully transparent. And now they're realizing that acting in this way has caused the divide, has caused the need to only interact with you in daydreams or dreams. Think about you and not be next to you, right? So 8 of Swords, it's been a mental block. The sense of being trapped was something that they could change at any moment. They just needed to change their perspective on the situation, address their sense of insecurity or fear, and realize that the goal of the apology is not, do I get what I want? Do I get you back? Yeah, I get it. You can apologize and you can hope that the result of your apology is that that person's back in your life. That's the hope. That's the goal. But when you realize that the purpose or the reason that you are actually apologizing is because you're going to take action to make something right, that's when things change. That's when things click. That's when it's perceived differently by this Queen of Swords, who's a smart cookie, okay? Nothing gets past this queen. Hi, too. How are you doing? How was lunch break? Yeah, sometimes we're so focused on what is going through somebody else's mind, we don't stop to think about what's going through our own. What's our own interaction with the situation, right? So we have somebody that is realizing, I can take this action, I can pursue this apology and, a new beginning with this person if my focus is to make things right, to apologize for the right reason, not just to clear the air and get you back in my life and then potentially do the same thing, but to actually take action, to change my perspective and to want to show you respect, right? So this person apologizes with this new perspective and they're met with love. I feel like there's a big old hug. Maybe a little smoochy poo. And it might catch this person off guard. I feel like this King of Swords might even be like a little stiff. Got just like stretch it out a little bit. Maybe do a little bit of yoga beforehand, right? Holy yoga. Hi, Curtis. How are you doing? I'm glad to hear it. Yay. So sometimes you expect to be laughed at. Sometimes you expect to be rejected. Sometimes you expect to be ignored. And then you get a hug. You get a genuine thank you or those magic words, I forgive you. Let's put it behind us. It caused a divide for too long. Breakthrough. It's a breakthrough moment for this person because they realize they've been afraid of something that could have freed them a long time ago, right? Two of Swords. So we have somebody making a decision, realizing maybe things won't be as bad. They've just been stuck in their head, right? Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Wands in reverse. Inner conflict. I've been blocking myself this whole time, making it out to be worse than it's actually going to be. Yay! So this person who's felt stuck or unable to resolve whatever this issue, prevented them from talking to you. Now they're feeling like they're in control of their emotions. Now I also feel like they think they understand your perspective or your emotions. And if they don't, they want to hear you out so that they do. What a change, right? What a difference. That's emotional maturity. And I like it. It looks good on you. All right. This is the Crow Tarot. Hello, Your Imperial Supremacy. It's a really long title, but I like it. Is it weird that I picture you in a Supreme shirt? It's not a diss, I promise. Someone I think is really cool is obsessed with Supreme. Hello, Drew. How we doing? I missed you. I like it. So we've got the moon in the reverse, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Wands in the reverse. An acceptance that what has prevented a return or a reconciliation, what has prevented a sense of relief for this person has been insecurity, fear, or believing that somebody has ulterior motives. The moon in the reverse can definitely talk about somebody who doesn't want, transparency or doesn't want everything to come out, right? Actually talk about feelings, but can also talk about assuming the worst of somebody. I didn't think that you would continue to be loyal to me if I were honest with you about what happened or what I was going through or what I felt. I didn't know if I could trust you to be there, so I felt like I should be the first one to leave. I didn't know if you would actually forgive me, so I figured I would just ignore it. But when you're honest with yourself, you realize maybe I was just expecting the worst of somebody who's actually treated me the best. Maybe I should give someone a chance to prove me wrong. Maybe I'm walking away from something that's really meaningful because I've gotten a little too comfortable being a pessimist. I do my best to be an optometrist, you guys. I'm sorry. I really like it when people are making a really firm statement about what they believe or who they are, but then they use the wrong word and they're like, no, I'm actually really, what's that one? Hold on. It's about whether or not you're people, a people person. People will be like, I'm people orientated versus people oriented. Oh, you like to be facing directly to the person? Is that what you're saying? You know what I mean? I love that shit. I'm sorry. Does that make me judgy? I'm a horrible person. Hi, Damas. How are we doing today? Damn, you know what? I had a supreme pizza last week. It fed me for 3 days. I don't eat as much as I used to, you guys. I try. I'm just busy, okay? Oh, isn't it free when you can do that, Asusena? I like it. The highest of 5s. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. All right, so we've got the 6 of Pentacles. What is that? Making things right. Settling the score. Burying the hatchet. Do you need the hatchet? I have one. My parents hate that. They love me, but they hate that. I haven't really used it, I could, because there's the tree stumps in the back from the storm that knocked them over. They're giant. They can actually be really cool benches. Maybe I could figure out how to horribly, ineffectively somehow carve a benchish thing out of it. Benchish is a word, I swear. I'm going to try to use it in Scrabble with my mom next time and see what she does. It's okay. You really do need the points. You're not going to win against me, Carmen. So you can take those points. My mom is the best Scrabble player in the world. I'm just going to let you know that now. All right. So we've got the Lovers in the reverse. And we've got the 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to put effort behind showing you that I know why things happened the way they did. I know what I need to change. I know why you are willing to walk away. Because this Queen of Swords has her back turned, right? She's like, okay, I guess you don't really want to. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. She's like, hey, you know what? If you don't want to talk, I understand. Sometimes that's what happens, right? Okay. I think this person was like, I got this sense of betrayal. So I guess that means we just gotta keep it moving, right? if you're not going to choose me, if you're not going to try to make things right, if you're not going to work towards this resolution, then I will remove my love from the situation, right? I will make the choice that makes the most sense. But I don't think they wanted to make that choice. I think they just felt like that's what they had to do. So we have the Five of Swords in the reverse, an attempt to decide, or an attempt to make amends, because the King of Cups, King of Swords knows that it's their responsibility to do so. Again, don't get too hung up on gender, right? Anybody can be the King of Cups. All right, let's get just a few more cards for you guys. This is the Kipper. Oh man, that does sound pretty good, doesn't it? Barbecue. Like the social element too, don't get me wrong. And we would obviously have plenty of Dr. Pepper. Well, plenty for me. Just kidding. Mostly. But yeah, we should probably figure that out. So we've got number 37, poverty. This is, to me, aligning perfectly with the Four of Pentacles energy, a sense of lack. That's all I get. There's nothing more. I can't make any changes. I don't have the resources to get what I want, right? To bring this back together. And then somebody's like, wait a second. What if I meet you at the divide and we break the spell? What if I show up and I come correct and I'm honest and I show you that I understand the type of apology that you actually needed, the type of apology that I was afraid would actually be really painful, but it's really just about showing you that I want you to feel like you can trust me, right? So we have somebody that shows up differently. You might not recognize them in terms of like how they approach the conversation. You might feel like they read a self-help book or a self-care book or something in psychology, and you're going to be like, oh, who are you? But it'll be, I think, a relief, because it'll make you understand that this person cared about you all along. They just didn't really understand you. You are not like the others, my friends. You know, okay, this is a dumb story, but I'm going to just tell it. Okay, you guys. Have you ever cut fruit the wrong way? I used to bartend, and you know, you kind of have to cut lemons and limes. In my situation, also oranges. And if you try to use the same approach to different fruit when you are cutting it and you want it to look pretty for a little wedge on a drink, you won't find out real quick. It's not going to be the same for every fruit. Okay. You got to approach it differently. Now, our beloved King of Swords here was really good at cutting lemons. I cut lemons all day. You put blindfold on me, I still cut it. It'd be beautiful, perfect wedges with a slice down the middle so that you can appropriately set it on the glass, right? Homies, if you forget that middle slice and you know that it's required of you, we all hate you. I'm sorry. That's for all my bartenders out there. You better put that slice in there if you want me to be able to put it on the glass. I've been hurt before, okay, you guys? Someone tried to approach you like you were a lemon, and that's such a perfect analogy because you are not a lemon. I think we're going to have to call you an orange. Nothing rhymes with you. So you're different, you know? You've got to approach it with knowledge of how to slice appropriately, okay? Similarly, if you were trying to make hash browns and instead you cut up little cubes, You, my friend, have potato wedges. You do not have hash browns. Yeah. I know. There are restaurants out there and they're like, I've got a hash brown skillet and it's just these little cubes of potato. That's not hash browns in my mind. I'm sorry. I'll fight you all day on that. If you want to call it hash browns, it better be little shredded potatoes. Okay. That's what I want for my hash browns. You can put it in a little patty, call it a hash browns, and I will not agree with you on that. Hash browns are shredded. That is my opinion, okay? I have a very firm opinion on hash browns. Today I'm saying hello to anybody while I've been on my little soapbox over here. Hello, Hayden. I'm so glad it's somebody whose name starts with an H. Were you talking about hash browns? I'm very opinionated, right? Anyways, you are not like the others, and this person tried to slice you like you were a lemon, and you are not a lemon. But now they understand that. Now they understand that you're an orange, which you need to be cut a little bit differently, and everything will be fine. Yeah, they're putting in the work. They're like, okay, I get it now. I see what you need, and I'm here for it. You tell me what I need to do, and I will make it right. Do you want to go out and have a conversation over a meal? Let's do it. Do you want to, I don't know, have a conversation? Whatever it is, this person is like, let's do it. I'm here for it. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to live in my daydreams anymore. So that's lovely. I like people who take action. Do you like people who take action? All right, everyone. I'm sorry, Hayden. I'll be back later. I promise. Hello there. I know it's Milky Way, but can I still call you Midwest Galaxy King? It makes me chuckle inside. All right, you guys, I will be back. Hi, Steven. I will be back in probably like, let's go like 45 minutes-ish. Could be an hour. I'm a Pisces. You guys know how I do this. But I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Thank you for the requests for personal readings. You're awesome. Thank you for thinking my jokes are funny most of the time. And I'll see you later. Toodles.